And hello, everyone. We welcome you to Goodwin Field here in Allen East, the site for this Division 7 Region 26 semifinal. We've got a good matchup for you as the number 6 seed in the region, the 10-2 Panthers of McComb, take on the number 7 seed in the region, the T-Birds of 8-3 Lima Central Catholic. With Miles Holliday, I'm Randy Roberts, partner. A couple of teams weren't sure if they were going to be able to make it here to this rematch from a game played a year ago at Ottawa-Glandorf, but now two teams that after pulling maybe small upsets or getting some help from some lower-seeded teams on their way here and a chance to play for a regional championship next week.
Oh, and where else would you rather be than right here, right now, Randy Roberts? Two fantastic football teams. There are no bad football teams left in the tournament. You make it this far, you're a quality football team. We're going to have a great matchup. Like you said, a rematch from a year ago that LCC won. It's going to be great football, and I get to call it with the mayor of Northwest Ohio himself, Randy Roberts. It's going to be fun.
And we want to tell you that our pregame show tonight brought to you by Lima Chevrolet Cadillac, the area's premier Chevrolet and Cadillac dealer in the greater Lima area. Serving Lima for over 100 years, we are proud to call this home. All right, partner, let's talk a little bit about the T-Birds of LCC. Our head coach, Scott Paulty, got here thanks to wins over Ayersville 42-20 and Crestview 44-28. This is an offense about as balanced as it comes, running for 176.5 yards a game while throwing for 185. And it starts with a guy that we've talked about a lot. We saw that opening round playoff win over Ayersville, senior quarterback Carson Parker.
Oh, boy, Carson Parker's so good, right? If you haven't seen him play, wait till you get to see him tonight. He was a fantastic football player, but he's got weapons everywhere, doesn't he? Billy Burke is a tremendous receiver, 6'6", 26 yards every time he catches. Matt Quatman, a great running back. But the guys up front, they're undersung, like Caden Johnson, Brady Malcolm, Andrew Baldoff, Chris Sertovich, and Gianni McKee. Those big fellas up front, when they play good football, this offense is absolutely unstoppable.
Hey, he talked a little bit about Parker, and he said the weapons. Matthew Quatman, a junior, what he's able to do, but 677 yards, 9 touchdowns running the football with 530 yards, 5 TDs receiving. And Burke, the big play guy, 32 catches for 862 yards.
It really blew up that game against Ayersville 2 weeks ago, ran that post route in the middle of the field, made it unreachable for Ayersville late in that football game. How do you cover Billy Burke? I don't think you can. He's got speed, he's got size, and he's got hands. That's a dangerous combination.
Let's talk a little bit about the defense for LCC. This run defense is going to face a big test. Already allows 171.9 yards per game. They're going to be challenged against a McComb offense that runs for 350 yards a night. Admittedly, we talked to some LCC players after their opening round win against Ayersville. Team's getting a little bit better. They know they need to be physical, and they're going to have a big chance to prove that tonight against the Panthers.
Yeah, they're going to be really good on the edges because McComb loves the hammer C and D gap. So guys like E.J. Jones, their second leading tackler, sack leader, 5 sacks, they're going to have to hold up really good, do a good job of making sure those kick-out blocks don't knock them outside and create a lane. But they got a really good linebacker here at LCC, partner Caden Folke. This guy is just a sophomore, but he is a contact magnet, 104 tackles on the year. He's one of those guys that defensive coordinator Mike Lumschlag likes to send on blitzes. He is a playmaker.
All right, let's turn our attention now to the McComb Panthers. We said at the top of our pregame coming in at 10-2 on our veteran head coach Chris Alge, sitting out 248 career wins. They got up into the 50s in their 2 playoff wins so far this year, defeating Upper Scioto Valley 53-22, blinking Eden in their second round game 57-0. Also with a dynamic player on offense, it's senior running back Braxton Aldhauser, 290 yards and 33 touchdowns.
Hey, you look at his stats throughout the year, and you're like, are these misprints? Because they're outlandish. I mean, the young fella last week, 308 yards rushing against Eden. Just an unbelievable player. Was at practice on Thursday. Watch him. Partner, he's got unbelievable quickness and straight vertical speed that is scary, and his offensive line does a great job of opening holes for him.
Yeah, try to put in perspective what Althauser's able to do. It's 11 yards a carry and 191 yards a game.
Yeah, is it going to be an offense that has to win third down tonight? They've done it all year long, converting 62% of all third downs, and if it's close, they better go, because on fourth down, they convert at an 82% rate.
Oh, by the way, Althauser also 6 receiving touchdowns and returned 2 kicks for scores as well.
41 TDs on the year for Althauser.
Senior quarterback Blake Wittenmeyer not asked to do much throwing the football, just 56 and 94 this year. 947 yards, but a pretty good decision maker looking at the numbers. 12 touchdowns, 3 interceptions.
And he's a great tight end as well. They'll put him at tight end for the run game. They'll throw him the football a little bit. What they'll do is they'll put Chase Woodruff in at quarterback. It's a 2-quarterback system. When Woodruff is in at quarterback, look for him to run the football a little bit more. And when Wittenmeyer's at quarterback, they're going to throw the ball a little bit more. But they'll use both tonight.
Let's take a look at this defense for McComb that's allowing just 104 running yards per game while giving up about 147.5 yards a game through the air. Starts with a couple of really good defensive linemen that are seniors in Nick Bormuth and Owen DeWeese.
Yeah, Bormuth is a guy that's looking to play on Saturday. Has been offered by Grand Valley State. 19 tackles for loss along with his 74 tackles, and DeWeese 62 tackles with 16 tackles for loss. They're going to have to do a great job of getting penetration, setting that Lima Central Catholic offense behind the chains.
And you talked about the speed of the LCC offense. A couple of guys in the secondary that look to keep up Braden Shoup and Chase Woodruff.
They got a good plan. Defense coordinator Chris Myers has got these guys ready to get lined up against LCC. They feel as if they have an idea what LCC wants to do according to formation. So it's going to be about execution for that defensive group.
Let's take a look at our keys to the game for this one. Again, our keys to the game and our pregame has been brought to you by Lima Chevrolet Cadillac, the area's premier Chevrolet and Cadillac dealer in the greater Lima area, serving Lima for over 100 years. We are proud to call this home. And we'll start keys to the game for the T-Birds of LCC.
Yeah, number one, dude can spin it. Who's that? Number one in the program, number one on the field, Carson Parker. He can spin it. Dude, his stats are unbelievable for a career. 5,515 yards passing, 3,995 yards rushing. He's accounted for 71 TDs in his career. He is a fun player to watch. Number two, don't search, just find number 61. McComb is a team, Randy, that loves to use a million formations. They want you to chase, right? Don't chase. Just look for number 61, who is Nick Bormuth, because they will move him around. Guess where they like to run? Behind Nick Bormuth. So just find him, angle towards him. And then number three, Billy. This is a big one, Billy. Oh, it sure is. And when it's a big one, you break out your big weapon. That is number 14, Billy Burke, the all-world receiver. 26 yards every time he touches it. Go ahead and throw it deep to him.
That will be keys to the game tonight for the McComb Panthers.
Easy one, right? Number one, all day Althauser. Let's go ahead and give it to Braxton Althauser as much as possible. This team has ran for 4,206 yards this year. He's accounted for 2,290 of those yards, 33 TDs on the ground, all day to Althauser. Number two, 3 on 5. Well, what does that mean? We're playing basketball? No. We want the 3 defensive linemen up front to take care of the 5 offensive linemen for LCC. That will allow the secondary and linebackers to play pass. And then number 3, set the tone, baby. You better get the football early, and you better put points on the board early. You don't want to chase like you did last year. You want to play from ahead. Set the tone by being physical.
That's our keys to the game. And again, our keys to the game and our pregame have been brought to you by Lima Chevrolet Cadillac, the area's premier Chevrolet and Cadillac dealer in the greater Lima area, serving Lima for over 100 years. We are proud to call this home. Looking forward to what should be a good one. Winner's going to move on to the regional final. Get either Patrick Henry or Hopewell Loudon. It's LCC and McComb, and we'll have it for you next here on WOSN. Great to be with you here on this Veterans Day weekend. We want to thank and honor everyone that has served this great country of ours. So we get set for what should be a good matchup. Told you a little bit about this Region 26. Well, we got a couple of moments here before opening kicks. Take a look at that upper half of the bracket. That is the other regional semifinals being played at Bowling Green High School this evening. Hopewell Loudon and Patrick Henry, the Chieftains and the Patriots. See there the number 1 and the number 5 seeds as Arlington pulled an upset of Antwerp in the opening round. And Patrick Henry able to get, I guess, what would be a surprise second home game. Take a look at the bottom half of this Region 26 brackets where a few more upsets took place. You saw 15th seeded Crestview there, pulled the upset over Tiffin Calvert, and LCC able to get the win, while McComb was able to knock off an Eden team that defeated one of the top seeds in Waynesfield Goshen. So 6 and 7 seed that might not have been expected to be here, playing now for the right to meet that top half winner at a site that will be determined later this weekend.
Yeah, what a great matchup. Crestview last week, Penix at quarterback against Parker. A great quarterback matchup. And then on that bottom one, Eden just was bludgeoned by McComb. McComb just dominated that football game on the ground, and that's what they're going to have to do here tonight. This is going to have to be one of those games that McComb has the football majority of this time.
And McComb won the opening toss and deferred, so LCC will get the kickoff first. This is our scoreboard tonight, brought to you by Webb Insurance Agency, serving Lima and Allen County for more than 100 years with offices in downtown Lima and Bluffton.
Ryan Betts, a special teams coordinator for LCC, thinks they have something on a middle return if they're able to get it.
Squib kick. This one is going to be juggled, and it looks like the Panthers are going to come away with a football.
Yeah, Quatman looked like he had it. This is one of those turf bounces. You know, it's a dangerous LCC return team, so what do you want to do to negate it? Put it on the ground, and it just kind of blew up in Quatman's hands. First early break goes advantage of McComb.
So McComb is going to recover on the squibber. They're going to take over LCC side of the field. We're going to call it the 30-yard line. First down run, and they'll go with their big running back. We talked about him, Braxton Aldhauser.
Well, already setting the tone that they're going to be a C and D gap run team. They come out in it. They call it a T, but it's really a wishbone. Full back up a little bit in front. And take a look, flipping the line again, going full house. Power right at LCC.
Picked up 11 on that first run. That's enough for Ali's Famous Recipe Chicken. First down. Next run's going to get inside the 15 down to about the 14.
Now you can see LCC still kind of scrambling a little bit after giving up the early possession on the kickoff. That Quatman, you know, when they look at this tomorrow on film, Quatman's going to be like, I don't know how he didn't come up with that one. One of the most sure-handed receivers on the team.
Looks like he had one hand on it and then just never secured it when he fell to the ground. Back to that full house look. Here's the give. Working that left side, they'll go this time Brad Meals. And Meals is going to get near the 5. I think I'll mark him back at about the 7. Looks like it'll still be enough for the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken first down.
And the battle of the line of scrimmage easily being won by McComb. Took that momentum from the turnover on the kickoff return, and boy, they are just firing on all cylinders on the offensive line. They're outnumbering LCC at the point of attack.
Back to that full house look again. Here's the give. Aldhauser looking for the end zone. He's going to be pushed back. It looks like about the 5-yard line.
Now take a look at the block right there. Number 61 comboing up with number 42. That's Van Atta, and 61 Nick Bermuth. They are just clearing it out, caving down that defensive line, and there's nobody there to fill it.
Instant replays tonight are brought to you by Structure Outdoor Ohio by Alts. Let Structure Outdoor Ohio bring your indoors out. Second down run is going to go straight into that pile. See how far the Panthers get.
Well, first time that they went A and B gaps that time. They have been hammering the outside perimeter, trying to find these soft spots, and LCC finally stiffened up a little bit.
Third and goal from the 4. Whitmire looks back at his sideline. And a give this time, pushing away in for the pile.
Now it looks like Meal's going to be held up a little bit short. You see the block by the quarterback / tight end, Blake Whitmire, number 3, clearing it out, but it's Quatman that comes around from outside, holds them out. Fourth down, here we go.
As Woodruff in at quarterback, and the give, and the 4th and goal looks like it's going to be Woodruff in for the Northwest Ohio recycling touchdown.
And no doubt about it, you're that close, right? Don't snap it 5 yards back in the shotgun. Stay under center. Just let your quarterback, who's a really good athlete in Woodruff, quarterback sneak, get the fellas behind him. Early advantage, taking advantage of the turnover early. McComb getting things done.
Now the State Bank extra point on its way. Kick is up, and the extra point is good. So McComb takes advantage on the squib kick. They knock down the extra point after scoring the Northwest Ohio recycling touchdown. And on the Web Insurance Agency scoreboard, it's the Panthers who strike first here on WOSN. Seven 0 McComb with the early lead, able to take advantage. The squib kick, the recovery, and the 30-yard drive in 7 plays, giving the Panthers the early lead.
Do you do it again? It worked the first time, right? Just keep on squibbing it.
See what you do here.
No doubt LCC on high alert this time.
Another squibber. This one will be fielded by the sure-handed Quatman this time. He's able to get the return out to about the 35, so the T-Birds will take over their first official possession of the night.
Later in this game, if McComb keeps doing that and Quatman can get it to the middle field or the right hash, that McComb kickoff unit, boy, they crash hard. There's nobody on that far sideline. Quatman's got the speed to get there.
So this will be the 35-yard line. Want to tell you that our quarter sponsor tonight is Citizens National Bank. Tonight's see how we're building businesses one relationship at a time at cnbohio.com. Opening up will be Parker. Quickly gets rid of the football to that far sideline. Quatman have it. He's going to get out across the 40 before he's brought down.
Yeah, a little new wrinkle, right? To send Quatman, go empty with it. Nobody moves. And when nobody moves, go ahead and throw it to the fast guy outside. I like the idea. Quatman, I'm sure, head's still swimming from that early gaff on the kickoff return. Go ahead and give him a football early, settle him down.
Pickup of 7 on the play is going to bring up 2nd and 3 from the 42-yard line. Parker pull it out. He's going to keep it himself. Little hesitation move. Trying to stretch this out. Makes one defender miss. And he will get the Lee's famous recipe chicken first down as he's able to get out across the 45-yard line.
Now, how athletic is that, right? He is dead in the backfield right there. Vermuth has him. It gives him a little yoy and a double yoy. And next thing you know, he is gone. Turns absolutely a tackle for loss into a first down. That's how good Carson Parker is.
I picked up 5 on the play, and again, a first downs tonight are brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Delphos, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all of your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here. Little reverse action here, getting it to Miley Cowens, and Cowens able to turn on the Jets and get into McComb territory.
Now this will drive Chris Myers, the defensive coordinator for McComb, nuts, because they spent about 5 minutes on this play yesterday at practice, but they forgot that Carson Parker can do a good job of leading it. Just a reverse, and all of a sudden LCC is starting to answer offensively. Nice call there by Scott Pulte, head coach and play caller.
13 yards on the play, and it's enough for another Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken first down. Parker will send a man in motion. He'll fake it to him. He's going to stop, looks to throw, and downfield has Burke. That one's going to be just out of his reach, incomplete.
Yeah, look at all the attention around Billy Burke. 3 black jerseys around him. They're going to fake the jet sweep, and he's got him on a 7 route right there. But the little bit of a grab by the DB slowed him up, and it was just enough to stop it from being a completion.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. And did we get – we do have a flag downfield here.
I thought they might have got away with it, but it was clearly a hold. Well, that makes sense. Take the personal foul, roughing the passer. That's a little bit more yardage and a first down instead of the hold on to receiver Burke.
Yeah, they'll take 15 yards for the roughing call, and that's going to move the T-Birds down to the McComb 25.
Now take a look at this formation, spreading it out across the entire field.
Parker will give the handoff this time. Quatman with it, and Quatman's able to get a couple of yards at least.
Yeah, they brought Folke, who's the H-back, number 30. When they move him, 9 times out of 10, that's where they're going to run the football. They went formation to the field to spread out that McComb defense, and then brought Folke back.
So we'll get about 3, it looks like. They're going to mark him close to the 22.
Matthew Buckner, 3-yard run, makes the second down 7.
Now, a lot of black jerseys within 10 yards of the football. McComb selling out, stop run.
Parker sent a man in motion. Keep this one, trying to stretch this to the outside, and he's going to be tripped up. It's a nice job cutting in to make that stop. Is that Althauser?
Yeah, it's Braxton Althauser. What a great fake. I think everybody here thought it was inside zone. Parker keeps it. Looks like he's going to get yardage, but you know what? I see your great player, and I'll tack you with our great player. Braxton Althauser takes down Carson Parker.
Stopped for, it looks like about no gain. He's going to bring up a 3rd down. It's 3rd and 7 coming up here halfway through this opening quarter.
They got man-to-man to the top side if they want it. Now they're going to motion out. This is a tough formation to cover.
Parker looking to throw, looking for the end zone. One-on-one coverage out there, and that is going to be incomplete. Burke thought he had it in the corner. We're going to take a look at the replay.
Yeah, they had one-on-one. That's Woodruff against Burke. Best on best. Carson Parker throws it to the back corner. He's got it right there. But they're going to say he doesn't survive the catch.
Yeah, never had it. So the ball juggled all the way down, incomplete.
A great job by the official being right there to see it. 4th down, no doubt about it. If you're Scott Pulte, you dial up a good play here.
4th and 7. T-Bird offense will stay on the field. Pressure coming. Parker never saw it. Throws this one incomplete.
Well, how about the outside blitz? Nobody ever sees it, and that's going to be Mules that comes free. Showed it late. You cover up the tackle. It's an empty formation. There is nobody there. Your quarterback's got to beat it with the throw. Carson Parker never saw it. Mules, huge play. Momentum now back with McComb.
Panthers will take over here, just under 6 to go. Opening quarter 7-0 at our Web Insurance Agency scoreboard. Take over at their own 22.
Now, what a big moment that Billy Burke wasn't able to come up with that football, or else we'd be tied up.
Handoff here on 1st down.
Watch
nice
out.
Cutback run. And that could have been for a big game. Quatman able to bring down the big run of Althauser.
Now watch the linebackers. They'll over-pursue, and they'll allow a cutback. Now Quatman does what you're taught as a corner. You play on the outside hip of the runner, so when he cuts back, you're right there to make a tackle. Good fundamental defensive back play.
Gain of 10 on the run. It's enough for the Lee's famous recipe chicken 1st down. So McComb will get out to the 32.
Now, Althauser a little bit faster, a little bit quicker than we thought he'd be. He is impressive to watch run the football.
Another good gain on 1st down, this time to the near sideline where it takes 3 white jerseys to bring Althauser down.
Boy, he's got that just a little bit of slide, then burst that makes him so tough. His vision and his quickness with his feet, he is electric. Kind of reminds me of Trent Barraza at Columbus Grove, same type of feet. 2 fantastic runners.
Yeah, another guy in another team playing in a regional semifinal this evening. They're playing in Division 6. 9 yards on the gain is going to bring up 2nd and 1 from the 41. Nice job able to run past the blitzer there. And it looks like on the carry by Althauser, McComb's going to have enough for the 1st down.
Well, when you're getting gashed with the run game, you got to start sending people to spots. Mike Rumschlag, the defensive coordinator at LCC, he's going to start blitzing the run. He sent Carson Parker that time, didn't make the play, but it made Althauser bounce it back to the other side.
Let's pick up a 3 is enough for the Lee's famous recipe chicken 1st down as McComb gets out to the 44-yard line. Right back to Aldhauser. This time LCC a better job. That ball nearly came loose.
That was Carson Hefner, number 74, that got in there and made the tackle. Really the best play against the run game so far in this game by LCC.
The yard on the play is going to bring up 2nd and 9 from the 45. Aldhauser again, a little sidestep move. We'll get about 3 more before he's brought down.
That was Falky. They're fantastic. Linebacker number 30, watch him, takes on a block, sheds it, comes underneath, and then gets his right hand around the leg. He is going to be one heck of a linebacker for the next 2 years. And off camera, there's a little bit of a skirmish as a couple linemen locked up with Carson Parker. A little conversation, but officials got it taken care of.
We saw it when the bodies were beginning to unpile, setting up 3rd down coming up here for McComb. Here's Aldhauser again, trying to push that pile. He's going to get to the midfield stripe, but that's going to be about it.
Well, when LCC needed to stiffen up against the run game, they did it there on 3rd down. You got to believe that McComb was thinking they were going to surprise them by running on 3rd down and 6. A little bit of thought of going for it, but smart play here going and punting the football, play some field position. Remember, you're the one up by 7 on the scoreboard.
Aldhauser also handles the punting for this McComb team as well. And now we're going to get whistles, and looks like early indication is someone from McComb lined up in the neutral zone.
I always wonder how you do that on a punt, right? Because usually in a punt, you want to be at the hip or behind the guy next to you because you want to give ground. You don't want to get blocked. So how is your head in the neutral zone? Just a misalignment, big game. Maybe a young man's got some nerves, forgot about his placement. Well, looks like they have it again.
Punt is set deep. This one, a short punt, fielded by Burke at about the 21-yard line, and he's going to be gang tackled at about the 25, and a good special teams play made there by the Panthers.
Sure is. Breaks down, grabs onto the arm. That's Grady Schrader that makes the tackle. You're the first man down, and you can make the tackle. Boy, it goes a long way to keep in field position. Early in this game, it is all physicality the way of McComb. LCC going to have to answer the bell. No, this is a physical football game.
And again, our instant replays tonight are sponsored by Structure Outdoor Ohio by Alts. Let Structure Outdoor Ohio bring your indoors out. From the 25, the T-Birds begin their 2nd drive of the night. Parker in the shotgun with the handoff on 1st down, and that's going to be held for a small gain. As a nice job done there by the McComb front 4.
Now, you remember one of our keys of the game, 3 on 5, right? Can you stop the 5 offensive linemen with the 3 defensive linemen? Well, on that play, McComb did. Great pinch. They are moving the front around, making it difficult for those double-team blocks of LCC. And again, where did number 30 go? They moved him to the right. Where did the run go? To the right. So keep an eye on Falky, number 30. He'll tell you where the run game's going.
Minimal gain on the run. We're going to call it 2nd and 9, just out past the 25-yard line. Parker looking to throw middle of the field. Has a man open. It's Burke who's going to have it. He's got the Lee's Recipe Chicken 1st down out to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, you know he's not going to drop many passes, right? I don't know how that ball got through. Well, I do know because it was a laser. That dude can hum it, can he? Carson Parker puts a laser. Burke catches it. He had no choice. It was going to stick in him or catch it.
13 yards on the plays, a 1st down to the 39. Very quick moving opening quarter here, under 90 seconds to go.
And Burmouth almost got his hands on that pass.
Parker looking to throw once again. This time comes to the near sideline. That one's going to be hauled in. That'll be close to another 1st down as they go to Michael Quatman.
Yeah, Michael Quatman's going to be a heck of a football player in his time at LCC. The youngster runs this a quick little out. McComb's going to give you cushion. You're going to have to take those free yards. McComb looks like in the secondary, they're going to try and stop vertical throws, give a little bit of cushion on the outside, come up and make tackles. This is a very tough offense to stop. Can't take away everything.
They give 10 yards on that play, so first down to the 49. So back-to-back Lee's Recipe Chicken first downs for LCC. Gets them near midfield. Parker fakes the handoff, now under pressure, stops. Is going to unload, throws a wobbler into double coverage, and this one's going to be incomplete and nearly intercepted.
Good coverage, 2 guys back deep. They are well aware of the fact that they love to run the post on Burke. A little spin out move to get himself free, but he knows he's going to take a shot when he releases it. Parker has to throw it as far as he can, gets a little bit of a wobble on it, give his receiver a chance to go up and get it. But 2 Panthers there. One is Woodruff, and the other one,
I believe, looking at that replay, that was, Woodruff number 9 who was able to knock that down. 2nd and 10 following the near miss on the interception. And a big stick applied there as Carson Parker gets the call.
Well, they're taking an opportunity anytime they get a chance to hit Carson Parker. They're going to do it. Defensive line not being blocked. And then DeWeese comes in and says, hello, Mr. Ribcage. Let me introduce you to my shoulder pad.
No gain on the play. He's going to bring up third down, and it appears that third down will come at the end in the second quarter as LCC will run off the final few seconds. So the first quarter in the books, 7-0 McComb after 1. We'll take a break here on WOSN. Well, good opening quarter of football. McComb with a 7-0 lead over Lima Central Catholic. Partner McComb clearly had a plan, and it's really paid off for them here early on in this one.
Just physicality, right? First with the run game, and then their defensive line went into battle at the line of scrimmage. Big third down here.
Parker setting up the screen. This one's going to be intercepted. And this one is going to be a foot race to the corner, a big INT, as it was a number 17 that I don't believe we have on our roster. See if we can figure out who that is going to be for McComb.
Well, coming out of a timeout, you always remind your defense, hey, ready for screen on third down and long. They're trying to throw to middle screen, and it's going to be read well and picked up. And it got the McComb offense ready to score again. Red zone time for McComb, and they could go a long way to win this football game going up by 2 scores.
Yeah, McComb already set up in the red zone at the 15-yard line. Our red zone tonight brought to you by Lima Chevrolet Cadillac, the area's premier Chevrolet Cadillac dealer in the greater Lima area, serving Lima for over 100 years. We are proud to call this home.
Just not enough beef out on C&D gap for LCC. This is not a team. They're going right to the line of scrimmage, probably going to run it again. They're absolutely living large. Oh, ball's on the ground.
Trouble on the snap. Looks like the Panthers are going to recover this and bring up a third down. Oh, we're going to get a penalty before all that.
Well, I was going to say, LCC came up with it with the football, but they weren't set, snapped it. Boy, what a break for McComb. They're trying to go quickly, weren't set, and that's going to actually help them out. I'll take the penalty instead of turning the ball over.
So we'll do second down. There's the give inside. I believe that time Meals with it.
Yeah, another great block by Blake Wittenmeyer. He is just destroying everybody inside on a down block, and that allows your lead back to kick out the corner. You know, corners aren't guys that love contact, right? And eventually they just keep widening out, and that gives that running back a huge gap.
It's a 1st and goal from the 4 on the play, so first down give. And working off that left side, I believe Meals again looking for that end zone.
Yeah, it's going to be Quatman, who must have heard me say corners don't like contact, because he comes in and flies in, makes the contact right there, but Meals keeps his legs moving to the half-yard line. Partner, if Woodruff just fakes a handoff and then runs to the right pylon, he'll walk in. There is nobody in a white jersey checking him on that play fake.
2nd and goal from the 1. those helmets for McComb, all in stickers. It's the give just right up the middle, simple power play. And McComb's going to get in for the Northwest Ohio Recycling touchdown.
Now, this is a tough play for the quarterback because he's got to spin all the way around. That's going to be Wilson Grubb, who you tell that guy go as fast as he can out of his three-point stance, and the quarterback will give it to you on an old belly play. And Grubb is sprinting as fast as he can, just dives in the end zone. Oh, and there's some shocked white jerseys. McComb, they're the physical group tonight.
Again, our touchdowns brought to you by Northwest Ohio Recycling in Pandora, paying top dollar for aluminum, copper, brass, scrap iron, scrap cars. Call 419-384-3392. Extra point is up and good. Our extra point brought to you by the State Bank. Contact State Bank for all of your bank financial service needs. Visit yourstatebank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. 14-0 McComb on the Webb Insurance Agency scoreboard. Early second quarter. We'll take a break here on WOSN. Injured player down here for LCC off the extra point attempt. It's like kind of a scrum off the line, and they will dispatch a couple linemen to help the injured young man out. Looks like Caden Johnson, sophomore lineman.
Yeah, it's going to be a big loss if Caden can't go, and he's not putting any weight on that right foot. That is a shame. They need Caden Johnson. They need all the guys that are going to be physical as they can get, as McComb is just continuing to throw punches with their run game.
Yeah, I want to give credit Trace Bryan with the interception for McComb. We saw the number 17 with it.
Yeah.
We all kind of looked at each other. And the same roster. I don't have a 17. Do you have a 17?
On the original roster wears number 50, but they switched into 17.
50's not eligible. 17's eligible.
Are we saying 17 had an interception?
17, Trace Bryan with the interception. And, when you're on defense, you don't have to have an eligible number to intercept a pass. But
I suppose.
I get it on you see, we're used to doing 8-man football. We did the 8-man football championship last week, and it doesn't matter what number you wear. You can catch a pass there.
You can report as eligible. So officials still having a meeting down at one end.
Oh, but that was a lot of fun, wasn't it, doing 8-man football?
It was.
And congratulations to both teams, but especially Toledo Christian for winning the state championship, and Liberty Center doing a great job hosting it. That was a great event. Go figure. Everybody in Liberty Center came out to watch football.
By the way, I have already been told via text that they've had an overflow crowd show up at Clay tonight and have an early lead on Oak Harbor in their regional semifinal.
You don't even have to say the word football and they show up at Liberty Center. You say foot, and everybody goes running.
So here's McComb kickoff. More of the squibber. Yeah, this one kind of hit the end of the nose, took a big bounce straight up. And so they'll give the good field position. They put trust in their defense so far.
And Josh Young retreats to go get that. Usually that makes you nervous. You always want guys on kickoff or return, never back up to catch the ball, let the guy behind you come up and get it. Because now the guy that's behind you, there's a little bit of miscommunication. Wait, that's my ball, and nobody gets it. But fortunate for LCC that Josh Young does come up with it.
We'll get this one again at their own 35. Second possession begins at the 35-yard line. Parker, long throw again, gets it out to Burke. Burke is going to be brought down out across the 40, so a good game there on first down.
Well, let's see if this gets this LCC offense moving. And just a little hitch route. He's going to spin outside, but Woodruff is taking this battle. He's taking it personal, right? He has played really well so far against the big receiver, Billy Burke.
Gain of 8 on the play. He's going to bring up a 2nd and 2 from the 43-yard line. Parker gets the snap, quickly gets rid of this one, and that route is going to be jumped, and that's going to be an easy Northwest Ohio Recycling touchdown.
Well, the fastest man on the field reads it, and just jumps it. You don't see a quick screen intercepted very often, but that's what happens when you use speed, identification, and then nobody touches you. Oh, there's nothing left to do but style and profile. Nobody around him. McComb partying early.
You know, we talked about his prowess on offense and on special teams, and now we will see the State Bank extra point, which is on its way, and the kick is up, and it is good. We're going to take a look at this one more time.
Yeah, if you're going to run a screen, you've got to get hands on the corner, especially when it's a sprinter, a super fast sprinter like Althauser. Oh, look at him partying it up in the end zone, and what's else to do but flex as you wait for your teammates.
40 yards on the interception return, and on the Webb Insurance Agency scoreboard, now 21-0 in favor of the Panthers.
Yeah, Carson Parker's going to get credit for the interception, right? But, hey, there's nothing else he can do. He threw it on a line to the outside screen. Great play by Althauser to jump it, and you're going to run quick screens. Get some hands on the corner. You got to block the guys, or else that's what happens. Oh, LCC needs to start stacking some good plays, or this might be a runaway.
McComb set up for another kick. Woodruff, I believe, will handle the kicking. Not at all, I think, what anyone was expecting here tonight.
Now, look, they told us that Althauser was fast. They didn't say he was fast.
Squibber this one again, fielded by one of the upmen at about the 45, not allowing that one to get on the second bounce. Gerdeman gets on top of that one.
The best starting field position of the night so far for LCC. And you got to give tons of credit to McComb, right? They have been the ones that are making the plays, the ones that are playing more physical. You get 3 turnovers. What do? You take advantage of them, and that's gotten them to 21 points. Good news for LCC, though. 9:29 left in the half. There's tons of football left.
These two met last year, 30-26. LCC was the win. Carson Parker, 2 touchdown passes, 2 touchdown runs. We're going to need some of that here, and there's a good run on first down as LCC is able to get into the McComb side of the field. As officials are going to say that Michael Quatman had never touched the turf, and finally he's going to be brought down at about the 25-yard line.
Wow, how about the awareness of the freshman, Michael Quatman? They spin him around, but he never touches the ground, so he just keeps going. Great awareness. Uncanny for a freshman. It's going to be jet sweep outside. Played pretty well by McComb. He's going to get a block by his brother. Number 4 right there on the perimeter.
Yeah, we'll see. Does he ever actually come down? No, he lands on the back.
Keeps those feet moving.
Good recognition there.
Well, let's see if that is the spark that gets LCC going.
First down run is going to go for no gains. 2nd and 10 coming up here.
Well, we've had all kinds of things in this game, right?
Haven't we?
Jump a quick screen for a touchdown and a little spin-a-rooney. Keep your feet moving. A bunch formation into the boundary for LCC. Got man coverage to the top side if they want it.
Parker setting this up. He'll get rid of it again out to Michael Quatman. Quatman's going to be brought down after a gain of a couple.
Now this McComb secondary playing so well. The screen was there, nobody around, but the secondary gets off their blocks in a hurry. And they haven't missed a tackle on the perimeter yet tonight. McComb secondary flying around.
It's a couple of yards to the 23, where it's going to bring up 3rd and long. 3rd and about 8 coming up here. Parker waiting. Carson Parker gets the snap. A little pressure coming. Retreats back. Fires this one towards the end zone. That one's going to be incomplete.
LCC ran the under combination, run the shallow cross in the under, trying to rub off defenders. Played pretty well. Parker has the athletic ability to get outside the pocket, just couldn't find his big target, threw it a little bit too far. Also been an easy touchdown. 4th down, no doubt about it. Down by 3 scores, you go.
4th down coming up here.
Going to be a timeout by LCC to talk things over. And Coach Palte going to go to his play card. You have your specials on your play card, right? Your 4 or 5 plays that are kind of tricks, you get you out of jail free kind of plays, and you see him looking at his Denny's menu right now. And then always take an eye on who are the guys that he talks to in the huddle, because usually those are the ones that are going to be involved on the play.
Our timeouts tonight are brought to you by Metzger Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com.
Now, sometimes when you start that huddle, too, you have like guys in the huddle. Coach, I can get them open on a 7. Coach, I'm open on a post. Yeah, I get it.
That's the time you're taking suggestions, right?
No, I got the play, guys. Let's run it.
I don't know if you guys know this, but I kind of know what I'm doing.
I got all these off of Madden last week. We're good.
4th down coming up here for the T-Birds, trying to crawl back into this one, down 21-0. Parker rolls out, looking to throw. He's going to turn around, retreated back to the 40. Still under pressure, back near midfield, unloads this one, and it's going to be caught! As Burke is going to come up with this one at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, I know we're not far from Lima, Ohio, but is Ben Roethlisberger wearing a white jersey with the number 1 on it? How much is this a Ben Roethlisberger type of play? Just scramble, scramble, scramble until you can't anymore, and at the last second, throw it up to your number 1 target. What a catch by Billy Burke. Oh, I'm not sure that's the play Scott Palte called, right? He's like, Carson, run around for 5 seconds, then heave it in the end zone.
Officially a 22-yard completion that went 45 yards in the air. And it's a 1st and goal, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, 1st down. Parker trying to get in, and he's going to be tripped up, reversing field, and he's going to be backed up near the 10-yard line.
Really played well. You see the contact in the backfield. That is Trace Bryan, who had the interception, comes flying through, clogs it up, and then Carson Parker going to try and run away. Well, you're not going to run away from the fastest guy on the field in Braxton Althauser, a tackle for loss.
And Meals the first one there, number 12, and you saw Parker able to run out of his tackle. It's going to be 2nd and goal. This ball spotted just inside the 10-yard line at about the 9. So a loss of 8 on the run.
McComb is just making sure nothing comes easy for LCC.
Parker first look to run, is going to back up, throws. This one is going to be knocked away at the last minute, as I believe that was Donovan Hepperly, number 8, knocks that away.
Well, why do you play zone at the goal line? Well, so everybody can see what's going on. If it's man, you lose track of the quarterback. Hepperly keeps his eyes forward, sees the throw, and then knocks it away at the last second and gives a universal. Incomplete.
That's how you know that he knocked it away. 3rd and goal now from the 9. LCC is going to make a change. It looks like Carson Hefner runs onto the field late.
Look for Quatman running underneath Burke.
Parker quickly fires. This one is going to be in for the touchdown as he hits Matthew Quatman.
Yeah, you can tell by the formation, right? He's playing behind Burke. Burke's going to clear it out, and they're just going to run the slant underneath it. That is a tough zone breaker because it's going to be a natural spot behind the corner that is cleared out. The safety can't get there in time. A really good play design. Touchdown finally for LCC. And McComb shouldn't feel too bad because they fought the whole way on that drive.
And our touchdowns tonight brought to you by Northwest Ohio Recycling in Pandora, paying top dollar for aluminum, copper, brass, scrap iron, and scrap cars. Now Quatman on for the State Bank Extra Point, which is on its way. And the State Bank Extra Point is good. So 21-7 on the Webb Insurance Agency scoreboard, 5:45 to play before halftime. We'll take a break here on WOSN. 21-7 now. McComb with lead over Lima Central Catholic. And tonight's quarter sponsor for our broadcast tonight is Citizens National Bank. See how we're building businesses one relationship at a time at cnbohio.com.
Well, LCC needed a touchdown in the worst way, right? Finally get on the scoreboard. 5:45 left. If you're McComb, be on the alert right here. LCC might try to steal back a possession with an onside kick. They got about 9 guys up close, so I think McComb's ready.
And that is exactly what happens here. Squibber is going to be fielded at about the 40 and returned for maybe a yard, so McComb will get this one good field position.
Boy, anything kicked on the ground here tonight, this turf, it's like kicking a Super Bowl, right? It's just boing, boing everywhere. Very reminiscent of Super Bowl 16 when Bill Walsh, remember your 49ers did that to the Bengals and they treated it like a hand grenade?
I don't think I was alive for that Super Bowl.
It's Pontiac Silverdome. It was a great Super Bowl.
Played a Super Bowl in that thing?
They sure did.
Man, must have been desperate. First down at the 40-yard line. Back to that full house look out of the Panthers. They're going to run out of it on first down.
Yeah, why not? Haven't had it stopped yet. They are just kicking out, blocking down, and leading through. Another outside run out of the power formation because they get too many guys at the point of attack. LCC can't match it.
Yeah, Meals with it, picks up 5 there. It's going to bring up 2nd and 5 from the 45.
And Mike Rumschlag, the defensive coordinator at halftime, going to have to figure out something to get more beef out in C and D gap.
Well, McComb had their way. They'd chew up this final 5 minutes of the half, put together a long touchdown drive. Already up a couple of scores. Second down give, a nice cut. Headed upfield once again, as it looks like it'll be back to Meals. He'll get into LCC territory, and that is enough for Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken first down.
Chris Alge, the head coach at McComb and play caller. That's an easy night so far, right? He's calling basically about 4 plays over and over. And is there a guy that is more Mr. Consistent than that guy? I mean, every year, what they get, like 9, 10 wins?
It feels that way.
McComb?
Put together a pretty solid career at McComb, that's for sure.
He is a heck of a football coach. Better dude, too. One of the great guys to visit with.
Chance to stop talk to him before a game tonight. 248 career wins heading into this one. There's Aldhauser. Aldhauser's going to make the first guy miss. Cuts upfield. He'll be brought down at about the 42, so we'll give him about 7.
Yeah, great job by the offensive line. You saw them come off the football and get into those white jerseys before LCC was even out of their stance. Nothing but ground game, and these 5-yard runs early in the drive now turning into 8 yards.
Second and short coming up here as McComb will let that clock run down on our Web Insurance Agency scoreboard.
Now they'll snap this inside of 10 seconds, letting it tick off.
Is the give. I want to say that was Meals. It did look like number 12, and he'll have the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken first down.
Now watch Cowens come in from outside, make the tackle. The problem is you're waiting and catching. You've got to go explode into that. Use your shoulder pads. If you're trying to tackle using just your arm, that means the runner's falling forward for another 3-4 yards.
Yeah, 4's what they got there, which was enough for the first down. Again, our first downs tonight brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Delphus, St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all of your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here. Full house look. Aldhauser turns the corner, turns on the Jets, and he's looking for the end zone. And he is going to be out of bounds. Did they give him the touchdown? Looking for the call. And it looks like it is going to be a Northwest Ohio recycling touchdown.
Now, the sideline official never signals, but the one in the middle of the field does. And it gets a great block by Meals to kick it out, and it is just going to be Katie Barr to the door, stride it out, because Burke's fast, but not as fast as Althauser, and Althauser just the last second dives into the end zone. Boy, an answer to an answer. McComb's had all the answers tonight.
38 yards for the score, and now the State Bank extra point is up and good. So McComb needs just 5 plays to go, 60 yards, and match the score. So now 28-7 late in our second quarter. McComb in front. We'll take a break here on WOSN. McComb with lead over LCC. 3:09 left to go on our scoreboard tonight. Brought to you by Webb Insurance Agency, serving Lima and Allen County for more than 100 years with offices in downtown Lima and Bluffton. McComb matches the LCC score. They do it in a drive that takes about 2.5 minutes. And here's a line drive kick. This one bounces and is fielded at about the 21-yard line. Turn man gets out to about the 30.
Now it's Quatman fielded it, I believe. Oh, nope, it was
Flores, number 21.
Yeah, 21 that returned that one, got positive yardage. Now 3:03 left, you have 2 timeouts, you're down 28-7. Put your hurry up in, start working fast on offense. If you can make us 28-14 at half, you really got some momentum for that second half.
Parker looking to throw on first down, sets, fires, has one-on-one coverage downfield, and that one's going to be incomplete. Looking for Quatman on that far sideline.
Quatman had Gonzalez beat by a couple steps. Just the throw a little bit too long. Carson Parker wished he would have had a little more air under that one, let his speedy Quatman go get it.
Second down coming up here, just under 3 to play.
I like the aggressiveness, though, coming out on first down. Go ahead and try it vertically. I think every drive moving forward, if you're LCC, Scott Paulty, head coach, play caller, go ahead and dial up a vertical every series.
Second down, and Quatman will get this one. So he's able to get the short catch, settles in.
A great recognition of the zone defense and just settling up on the hash. No defender from the inside can get there in time when it's thrown on a timely manner. 3 yards, go ahead and take it if you're LCC.
Pick up 7 on the pass play. Is going to bring up 3rd and 3 from the 37. Parker in that shotgun look. Gets the snap, looks far side. This one's going to be hauled in. That will be a first down as he gets that one out quickly. Mylan Cowens.
Boy, the dude can spin it, can he? Just threw that one before Cowens was even ready to turn. Right on the outside number, so an easy catch for Cowens. All he's got to do is turn and go. That one had some velocity again, and this LCC offense now moving a little bit with 2 minutes.
10-yard pass play is enough for the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. First down to the 47-yard line. Parker this time is going to keep it, cuts upfield. He's going to get into McComb territory. It's going to take about 3 defenders to bring him down, and it looks like Parker will have enough for the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken first down.
Yeah, best inside run of the day. Taking advantage of the fact that McComb is pass rushing. They're going to run quarterback counter. Defensive linemen fly upfield, use that against them, cut up underneath. They can get a little bit of a threat with a quarterback run. It's going to be easier to throw the football.
I picked up 11 there, so first down. LCC to the McComb 42. Parker under pressure is going to lob this one to the sideline, and that one's going to be knocked away at the last minute, incomplete.
How about the sportsmanship also? Helping Burke up. Late pass rush coming from outside. Carson Parker has to let it go. DB is actually beat, but you know what he does so well? Plays the hands of the receiver. Great job by Hepperly. Had that big break up in the end zone earlier today. That time plays the hands of the receiver effectively well.
I was going to say, second time, he's knocked one away for McComb. It's going to bring up second down, the 42-yard line. Parker looking to throw. This one is going to be a fastball a little bit high. Burke can't haul in. It's going to be third down.
Now you wonder if Burke was just a little bit tired from running the vertical the play before, trying to hit the open spot between two high safeties right behind the linebackers. A little bit lower throw. That's going to be caught for a first down, but you said it right, man. There is some hot sauce on that football.
It's third down here coming up. This one is caught in a big gain as LCC is going to get inside the Lima Chevrolet Cadillac red zone.
Yeah, better protection up front on this drive. This is going to be the slant and then the under, but they're going to jump on the under, so you hit the slant. Now that's Quatman, and almost was able to get it to run by the secondary for a touchdown. Still lots of time with 103.
22 yards to get them to the 20-yard line here. We now roll inside of the final minute of the half. Parker rolls out. This time he's going to keep it. Plenty of room. He's able to get out of bounds. He's going to take a hit, and that's going to draw a penalty flag.
It makes you wonder, is it going to be a late hit going out of bounds? Surveys nobody open. He does have Collins on the sideline, but he's going to point to him, say, go ahead and block. I'm going to take off with it, and he's going to run to the first down marker, and then, yeah, he's out of bounds. And, yeah, it's not much of a hit, but still, you did contact the quarterback out of bounds when you didn't need to. That is a Shoop who's going to say, oop, I shouldn't have done that. First down.
Half the distance penalty after the run, so now LCC well inside the red zone tonight, brought to you by Lima Chevrolet Cadillac, the area's premier Chevrolet and Cadillac dealer in the greater Lima area, serving Lima for over 100 years. We are proud to call this home. First and goal from the 3. Parker, long snap here. We'll have Quatman, that is Michael Quatman in motion. Parker rolls, fires, that one is going to be hauled in, and the LCC touchdown is good as he will hit Cowens for the score.
Oh, this is just a fantastic job of playing quarterback. Watch how he got depth, then challenges the line of scrimmage to get the defensive backfields to kind of slow down, and that's his third read partner, trying to hit Quatman out into the flat. He was covered. He wait. Cowens arrives late for the touchdown, but it still counts. Great quarterback play by Carson Parker.
Again, our touchdowns brought to you by Northwest Ohio Recycling in Pandora, paying top dollar for aluminum, copper, brass, scrap iron, scrap cars. Call 419-384-3392. Now the State Bank extra point on its way, and this is going to be blocked. So the State Bank extra point, no good. And now 28-13 on the Webb Insurance Agency scoreboard.
Just unbelievable. Getting through the backfield right there, laying out. Coming around the end. That's Althauser, I believe. He is unbelievably quick. Flies through there. And it takes a lot of courage, man. You ever been kicked by a football? That hurts.
Have I ever been kicked by a football? No. No, I have not.
Well, I'm telling you.
Football has not grown legs and kicked me.
Well, I'm telling you, on a cold night like this, that definitely hurts. But Althauser gets up and says, I'm a man. I'm just going to flex.
It's 28-13. And again, it will be McComb ball to begin the second half. Well, LCC has to kick, whether or not it'll actually be McComb ball. So it was supposed to be LCC ball to begin. But McComb had the little squibber recovered by the Panthers, and they were off to the races.
Now 44 seconds left. Depending on where this ball is taken over for McComb, you got to wonder if you just go ahead and be happy, go up by 15 points at half. Don't do something silly. Allow LCC to have an opportunity to get a free score right before half.
Not what we thought we'd see, especially in the second quarter. We were 7-0 after one. McComb looked like they were happy playing a little field position time game. We've exploded for 5 touchdowns here in the second quarter. The line drive kick is going to go out of bounds. So that might change what McComb likes to do in the final 44 seconds of the half.
You see Chris Algie going over to the official, kind of telling him what they want to do. part of me says make him kick it again.
But if you keep this one, you're guaranteed knowing that you'll get the football. There won't be any.
I agree. Yeah. Ball on the 35, and the way you run the football, you might still get one.
Yeah, you might
burst.
give it to Aldhauser, see if he can break one here.
That's like a vertical throw.
That's exactly what they're going to do here. Aldhauser's going to weave his way through traffic. A bounce to the outside, still on his feet, and still moving around, and finally he's going to be ushered out of bounds inside the LCC 40 and still get the Lee's famous recipe chicken first down.
Yeah, look at the block by number 61, Nick Burmuth, just clearing it out. DeWeiss doing a great job also. Running behind those two guys has been key. And, of course, getting the kick-out blocks by Meals. Before you even know it, Althauser's in the secondary.
Yeah, about 27 yards on the play. Now the first down run here will be stopped for small gain, it looks like.
Yeah,
So
Mylan Collins that makes the tackle.
looks like that might be the final play of the half. McComb's going to be happy with it here. Oh, my apologies, it is not. Instead, we're going to have ourselves a Metzger Financial Services timeout, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. Also want to tell you that our replays tonight are brought to you by Structure Outdoor Ohio by Alts. Let Structure Outdoor Ohio bring your indoors out.
Yeah, when you have a hurry-up offense that includes running your wishbone where your tailback just carries it for 30 yards, why would you call timeout, right? Yeah, it's so weird because usually hurry-up offense, you're spreading the field out, but boy, when you have Althauser just get as many times with the ball in his hands all day, Althauser, keep handing it to him.
2nd and 9 is going to be coming up here. McComb at the LCC 37. 26 seconds and 2 timeouts left.
Do you dare a play-action pass?
Answer is going to be no. It's going to be...
Call timeout again.
It's going to be Meals with it. He'll have the Lee's famous recipe chicken first down.
Now they're going to actually go to the line of scrimmage. Ball's run, or clock's running.
13 yards. Quick give once again.
Now you call your timeout.
That one was clearly audible to us up here in the press box.
I think by not calling timeout after that last play, though, they cost themselves about 5 seconds.
Yeah, they cost themselves at least a play, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, with 9 seconds left, you don't have a whole lot you can do with one timeout. You still can throw to the middle of the field, but running the football here, boy, it sure makes it difficult. You can run it, but if you don't get in, call timeout. Last play, all you can do is throw it in the end zone. So I would have liked to have kept that timeout just for the time, or use that timeout to keep the time.
Giving themselves a chance with 1 timeout left here. And again, our timeouts tonight brought to you by Metzger Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com.
And they saw a lot of tired walks back to the middle of the field in white jerseys when they left their huddle. You said the eyes on the ground. Body language not real positive for LCC.
Going back to the crowd. Althauser able to stop. Moved direction. The final timeout of the half is going to be used here by McComb with 2 seconds. They're going to have a pretty good field position as they're going to get the Lee's famous recipe chicken first down. And it's going to be first and goal right around the 10-yard line.
It'll be the last play of the half unless there's a penalty. And normally I would say go ahead and throw it in the end zone here because it's the last play of the half.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm handing it to Althauser. Keep running the football. Make him bounce it all the way back. His vision is outstanding.
The guy that's averaged 11 yards a carry through the season.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to set up for a field goal instead.
It does appear to be the case.
Well, this is an effective kicker. Woodruff has been fantastic all season long on extra points. Lima Central Catholic's going to call another timeout. Ice to kicker, partner. He is 67 of 73 coming into tonight on extra points, so he's a capable kicker.
Yeah, this will be from about 27 yards, it looks like.
Now 31 points on the scoreboard to 13. Obviously, in the first half, you want to stack as many points as possible. And if you're LCC, you got to be alert for the fake, so you're going to have time to kick it.
You would make it go from 2 possessions to 3. You would go from 15 to 18.
Yeah, it's mathematically, it's a great call to go for the field goal.
The coach's math that Miles always tells you about.
Everybody's supposed to have that card on the sideline that tells you to score and when you go for 2 and stuff. My guy always lost it. No matter what staff it was, hey, do you got the card? Coach, I don't know where it's at.
So Woodruff 27-yard field goal is going to be on the way. And the State Bank field goal to end the half is going to be good. So our field goal sponsor tonight is the State Bank. Contact them for all of your banking financial service needs. Visit yourstatebank.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender. 31-13, McComb leads this one at the break. Take a timeout and have the second half for you when we return here on WOSN. Halftime here from Allen East, 31-13. McComb with the lead over LCC at the break time. Now take a look at some halftime adjustments brought to you by the State Bank. Contact the State Bank for all of your bank financial service needs. Visit yourstatebank.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender. So, partner, what do you do here if you're McComb up 31-13 at the break?
Oh, this is going to surprise you. You run the football. They've been running the ball so well. And then you remind your guys, hold on to that ball, right? Because that's the only thing that's going to stop you from winning this football game, not being able to run the ball and then turn it over. LCC is going to have to get a special event to get back in this football game. Going to have to get a turnover and result it into a touchdown because they're down big, and the run game for McComb has just been so impressive, hasn't it?
It has. So 31-13. So I was going to ask you what LCC needed to do, but you answered that for me.
Well, another thing, they're going to have to score 4 times, right?
Oh, it's just that easy. Okay, all right.
You're going to have to score
1, 2, 3, 4.
4 times at least, and hope that you're going to stop McComb. They're going to have to make some changes, big changes defensively. Going to have to do a better job of getting beef in the right spots to stop that McComb run game and then take care of the cutback lane. At some point in time, McComb's going to take a shot off of play action. You got to believe, right? They've been running the football so well.
Yeah.
Everybody for LCC is going to fly up and then try to hit one over top on a 7 route.
Given some halftime numbers here to take a look at, first downs are even at 11. 193 rushing yards from McComb, 69 for LCC. T-Birds with 113 passing yards to none for McComb. Well, why didn't they have any passing yards? Well, it's because they didn't attempt to pass.
I absolutely cracked us up at halftime. We looked at the passing chart, and underneath the passing column, it's just blank. It's just white paper.
Not even 0 for 0. Just no name, no nothing. Just a blank spot. So that's part of the reason why McComb has this big lead. Take a look at the penalties. LCC is yet to be penalized. McComb 4 for 28. Time possession, pretty interesting. LCC nearly 13 minutes to just over 11 for McComb. So those are your halftime adjustments. Again, they've been brought to you by the State Bank. Contact State Bank for all of your banking financial service needs. Visit yourstatebank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Did notice one adjustment made up here in the press box. A lot of hats and gloves making a second half appearance.
Well, the windows are open up here too, so we're getting that quick breeze coming in here. It is cold in the press box. I want to say thank you to the people here at Allen East. What a great host. One of the best hospitality suites that we've seen in recent memory. And for a school that, kind of late decision on who's going to host this game, they have gone all out. Great job by the people here at Allen East.
So McComb will get the ball to begin the second half, or at least LCC will have the second half kick. We saw McComb with a little squibber. And great job here at Allen East. Alan King, the athletic director, former women's basketball coach, Defiance College. This one is going to be fielded by McComb. LCC does come out with the onside kick.
As Nick Berman comes up with it, the big fella Not every day you have an offensive tackle on your front line ready to be a hands guy in case it's onside kick. But Big Nick, he comes up big. What a great athlete. 6'4", 260, dominant first half for him. And it shows you the hands are there too.
Panthers are going to take over on the LCC side of the field, the 48-yard line. First down run is going to go for good yardage here out across the 45 as Althauser gets the call.
Althauser being known all game long for his quickness and speed, but this time just keeps those feet churning. You're going to try an arm tackle. He's going to keep running. You're going to have to finish him with a shoulder pad. Althauser, determined runner.
Yeah, Althauser with 120 yards in the opening half, I believe. 128. And now, how about the Lee's famous recipe chicken first down on the run here?
Yeah, Wilson Grubb just falling to blocks. That's Meals in front of him. Great job also by Owen DeWeese. You know, this offensive line for McComb is fantastic, and they are doing a great job of just coming off the football. And how about the quarterback? Don't give him a long cadence. Don't let those big guys wait. Go quick. They like to come out of that three-point stance.
Pick up of 11 on the run. It's a first down to the 31. Back out Althauser. A little stop start. Oh, check that. It's not Althauser. That is
That's
back
Meals.
to number 12, Meals.
And Meals, who gets a good kick out block by Grubb. Boy, every one of these running backs for McComb run physical, but more importantly, they will kick out on a block. They have owned that perimeter all night long.
That is a gain of about 8 or so. I'll call it 7 to the 24. 2nd and 3 coming up here. Full house look out of McComb. Handoff is to the second man through. Will be the fullback in the lineup.
One of the changes that Mike Rumschlag, the defensive coordinator at LCC, has gone to. You saw that tackle by Brady Malcolm, number 64. The sophomore is in the game, and he's playing that C-gap now and trying to get stronger and bigger up front, but not that time. Tackle is made, but still got the first down.
Wilson Grubb gets it 4-3. It is enough for a first down. Again, our first downs tonight. Brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Delphos, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all of your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here.
Well, how about Carson Parker? A little sidewalk slam. He's going to arrive suddenly right there. That is a picture-perfect tackle. Shoulder pad into the chest, lift with the legs, and put him on the ground. And that was Althauser that he planted like a shrub.
Picks up 2 on the run to get inside the red zone tonight. Brought to you by Lima Chevrolet Cadillac, the area's premier Chevrolet Cadillac dealer in the greater Lima area. Second down run. Nothing too complicated, just straight ahead. A little bit of pushing and shoving after the play is going to lead to the flag.
You saw it in the middle of your screen. They're going to get Brady Malcolm kind of losing his composure. A little bit of an acting job by Van Atta, number 42 for McComb, but it just was not necessary. It was behind the play. You're going to see it, Malcolm right there. 42's holding right there, just finishing the block, and he's going to say, you know what, just hit the turf, will you?
A little bit of a soccer flop, right?
Yeah, it sure was. Maybe even hockey even, but yeah, a little bit of acting, but it's going to count. And unfortunately for LCC, on a drive they can't allow a score on, it puts it on the 5-yard line.
First and goal coming up here for the Panthers. Back into that T formation. Good stop there on the first down run.
Demetrius Stallworth, the sophomore, number 34, he's going to have himself a nice next 2 years for LCC. He is a big fella at 6 foot 253. You see he has got some quickness. Alertly gets Grubb to the ground.
Give him a yard on the run. It's going to bring up second and goal from the 4.
Yeah, already 8:28 left in this quarter. The time when you're down by 3 scores is a factor in the second half. McComb looking to put another one on.
Full house look. Here's Meals working the left side. And he's going to be pushed back. He's not going to get a whole lot. They might give him a yard or so to the 3.
Jade Williams, 73. He's going to come down the line of scrimmage, make the tackle right there. And Johnny McKee is the reason why it got bounced back. Number 75 did a good job of taking the A-gap away, forcing the play back inside.
And replays tonight brought to you by Structure Outdoor Ohio by Alts. Let Structure Outdoor Ohio bring your indoors out. 3rd and goal from the extra point hash mark at about the 2.5-yard line. We'll call it the 3. Woodruff under centers the handoff to the left half. Is going to be Althauser, who's in for the Northwest Ohio Recycling touchdown.
Initially, it's played pretty well by LCC, but that little hop, skip, and jump right there. You got me, you got me. No, you don't. Come back inside. Boy, he is a magician with electric feet. Gets out of the tackle of Josh Young, and it makes it really difficult for LCC moving forward.
Althauser with his 3rd score of the night, 2nd on offense. And now the extra point brought to you by the State Bank is up and good as well. So McComb able to add on to its lead. Now 38-13 halfway through this 3rd quarter. We'll take a break here on WOSN. A pretty impressive drive put together by McComb. 9 plays, 48 yards, taking about 4.5 minutes off the clock. Now 38-13. And our scoreboard tonight brought to you by Webb's Insurance Agency, serving Lima and Allen County for more than 100 years with offices downtown Lima and Bluffton. Turning kickoff is going to be fielded at about the 15-yard line. Is Michael Quatman with it. He'll get out to near the 30-yard line.
I think it was Flores, actually.
Flores, sorry, 21.
He got us both tonight, right? I thought it was Quatman earlier. You said it was Flores.
Just saw the 2. I didn't see the 1 behind it.
1 hides a little bit on us. A good run by Flores. And, it's kind of fun to see with McComb that in a day and age where everybody wants to sling the football around nonstop, and in August everybody's 4 and 5 wide, and everybody talks about throwing, and you forget you get to November, you got to run the football a little bit, don't you?
That's what McComb's done tonight. Just run it a little bit, and then a little bit more, and a little bit more after that. First down be the run here for LCC. As we got people piling up. I don't know if someone thought the football came loose at the end of that. Saw someone just jump on the bottom of the pile. And now it looks like we're going to have a man down for LCC.
I think it's Quatman that's on the ground. And if we get a chance to see this replay, Elijah Gibbs, number 67 for McComb. You see him right there in the middle. He's fighting. And then he's going to come in top, off the top rope with a giant splash right there. Here it comes. Boom! He's just going to land right on top. There it is, off the top rope. And I think that's what's going to shake up Quatman right there. The shades of King Kong Bundy back in the day in the steel cage in WrestleMania 2 against Hulk Hogan. That's a lot of weight landing on top of you.
Quatman, the injured player, as it looks like, see the training staff looking at the lower leg, maybe the foot. He's going to try to walk it off.
All right, Quatman's a tough dude. You'll see him back in there. A lot of times when you're the ball carrier and you think the play's done and it's going to get stopped, and if a referee doesn't whistle it, your feet are stopped and the body's still turn you and your foot's still on the ground. That's where an ankle injury occurs.
Now we saw, I remember that play in the opening half. LCC runner never touched the ground. The tackler was done on top of one of the teammates.
Matthew Quatman with the spin-a-rooney for big yardage.
McComb making sure the player gets all the way down to the ground. 2nd and 6 coming up once we get back to action here. Parker looking to throw. And 2 receivers in one spot. This is Cowens with it. He'll have it out across the 40 and enough for the Lee's famous recipe chicken first down.
And Mylan Cowens, who had that touchdown in the first half, going to run a flood route to that side. Flores runs it a little bit too deep, but that's going to work out for them as they get positive yardage.
Picked up 10 there. Now we'll see the T-Birds move in a little bit of a hurry. Already down 6.5 minutes to go, third quarter. They find themselves down big here with the right to go to the regional final. Pressure coming, and down goes Parker back inside the 30-yard line. I believe it was Niels, number 12, off the edge.
Yeah, they ran this blitz on a fourth down play in the first half. Stymied LCC. Bring it out again, late arriving. And Parker's been able to get out of trouble with that spin out to the left. And Meals was ready for it this time. Huge loss. Meals, another big play.
And a loss of 15. It's going to be 2nd and 25 back at the 28-yard line. Parker sends a man in motion, fakes the shovel pass, looking for Michael Quatman. This one's going to be tipped incomplete. So we do see Matthew Quatman back out on the field.
Well, it was a fake shovel, and then we're going to roll out. No, I think he was trying to hit the shovel pass, but it was well played. DeWeiss played that correctly on the defensive line for McComb. And when it's taken away, you got to go to a second option and try to hit Quatman, but just a throw behind him. This is an offense that is just searching for something positive to happen now.
3rd and 25 coming up here for LCC. So the winner of this one gets either Patrick Henry, Hopewell, Loudon late in the third quarter. PH leading that one 20-14. Parker looking to throw, 3rd and long, chase from behind. Off to the races, and down he goes at the 25-yard line. For the second time, it's going to be Meals who comes up with a sack.
Yeah, look at Meals. Same blitz that they ran earlier in this drive. Look at the tenacity, though. Just keeps chugging along. You can run, but you can't hide. Meals is going to eat you up. What great pass rush by Meals.
Loss of 3 more, now 4th and long. And Parker will be out to punt this one away for the T-Birds. Parker stands back at about his 12. He's going to send this one away. This one's going to hang up in that swirling wind, and McComb's going to have great field position.
What with the rugby punt, and it's going to be a 3-yard punt. And you're running the rugby, and you're on the right hash. Your punter's going to run out of room quickly. And it looked like the drop kind of got away from Carson Parker. Just one of those nights. Another great starting position by McComb.
Just the first time LCC has punted the football away. McComb's going to start at the LCC 27, so that is a little worse than what Miles thought. It's 2 yards on the punt.
2 yards on the punt. Well, whatever it was, it wasn't good.
First down run as McComb will go back. What's worked for them, they'll get to the 25 on the call here.
You see Wilson Grubb checking back in, number 6. Meals will be coming out. Grubb is the guy that gets that quick inside handoff. And he might be able to pick up some of these McComb fans on our microphone, man. They are fired up, and they should be, right? 25-point lead.
Yeah, looking for more here. To that split back. This time it's that left hash. It's Aldhauser. Aldhauser! Little razzle-dazzle in his way for Northwest Ohio Recycling touchdown.
Oh, he is something else. There is electricity in this young man's feet, but I think they're going to call this one back. They're going to get a hold. Let's see if we can pick it up. I just don't see it. How about the work by Elijah Gibbs, number 67? He was getting a block 15 yards upfield. That's an offensive lineman working his way up, but the hold's going to negate it.
Penalty wipes off the touchdown after I had it written in my play chart.
Well, are you still allowed to use razzle-dazzle when there's a penalty?
I don't think so. I think that one doesn't count.
All right.
So we'll take it off the Webb Insurance Agency scoreboard. Well, zigzagging motion to try to get some of the yardage back on the run.
Yeah, we've had a lot of really good running backs this year. I don't know if we've seen a guy with the quickness from side to side like him. And then they stop and start and get vertical in a hurry. His feet are just unbelievable.
Althauser will get 10 of the yards to the 25, where it's going to bring up 3rd and 8.
A good shot on the sideline for LCC. Ryan Betts, special teams coach, does a great job.
Some pre-snap contact.
Let's see if this is going to be an unsportsmanlike. Sometimes when you knock the offensive lineman down, they'll change it from offside. They're just going to say it's offside.
Well, the penalty makes it a little easier for McComb on 3rd down. It'll move down to the 20-yard line, where it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 3.
Demetrius Stallworth was the guy that jumped a little bit early, but officials will go to you and say, look, sorry to be offside, but you can't contact and knock a guy over. Give him a warning, because I've seen it called where you knock a guy over, kind of like the longest yard back in the day, right?
Yeah. 3rd down coming up here for the Panthers. Hand off Althauser. Althauser's going to run into 2 white jerseys, and he's going to be down as Josh Young, number 12, Carson Parker, first 2 there.
You see Stallworth, number 34. He's the one that made it bounce and then keeps hustling down the line of scrimmage, trying to atone for that offside. And as you said, Parker and Young involved on the tackle, and you said Quatman get in there as late as also a 4th down. Huge moment for LCC if they're going to have any chance to come back in this game.
4th and about 5. We want to tell you that the quarter sponsor for tonight is Citizens National Bank. See how we're building businesses one relationship at a time, cnbohio.com. Althauser, the big 4th down run, needed to get inside the 20. Did that, needed to get to about the 17, and it looks like on 2nd effort he's going to have the Lee's famous recipe chicken 1st down.
LCC is going to lament the fact that they had him in the backfield but let him get going. As Isaac Leppert had him, but it is so difficult to catch Althauser. He is quicker than a hiccup. No man one-on-one has brought him down to the ground today.
The latest gain of 7 puts McComb inside the red zone, which is brought to you by Lima Chevrolet Cadillac, the area's premier Chevrolet Cadillac dealer in the greater Lima area. 1st down, handoff up the middle this time. And this will get to about the 10, and a flag comes out late as everyone heads back to their respective huddles. Althauser trying to find an official to hand the football off to after his run.
I think this is going to go against McComb.
Officials are going to discuss this.
Yeah, you see Van Adda, number 42, looking at the sideline like, Coach, I don't know what I did.
It's been the linemen. I think the officials have had taken issue with the way some of the blocks have gone.
Actually, LCC.
Half the distance after the run, will spot this just outside the 5-yard line. We'll call it the 6.
Well, the smile by Van Adda must have been, Coach, I got him to do it.
McComb with a chance to really put this one away here.
They're doing such a good job of letting that play clock milk down. See it at 15 in the middle of your screen.
Handoff. I believe Althauser looking for the end zone. He's inside the 5 before he gets down to about, looks like the 2.
Let's see if they're going to have to snap this.
Well, there's a difference, a difference of about 4 seconds. So McComb will have to run one more play in this quarter. Ball spotted. You can see the shot there in between the 2 and 3 yard lines. Now that tight look here with Woodruff under center. One might be just a push trying to get him in. And it looks like Woodruff is going to be just shy. So the quarter's going to end while everyone unpiles themselves.
Yeah, it's such a tough thing, right? The official's on the side. The ball's already down, so I always told my quarterbacks, even if you're down and you're not in, try to put it across, because the guys on the officials on the side that want to mark it, they come in late and see the ball across, they just think, oh, you automatically scored, but good job by the official seeing that he didn't.
Well, it's a big lead for McComb. They're going to look to add on to it when we have the fourth quarter after this on WOS. Big opportunity for McComb here, 38-13. Panthers lead Lima Central Catholic. Fourth quarter just about ready to get underway. Rady Roberts, Miles Holliday with you here from Goodwin Field at Allen East. First time that our WOSN crew, Miles, myself, Ken, been here for football.
Yeah, congratulations. I believe this is your 55th school.
Something, yeah, I meant to start count. It seems like I count and then there's always a place I forget. So 55-ish.
That's fantastic. That's a long career calling games.
And that means a lot of places hired and fired. Third goal run is going to be into the end zone for the McComb touchdown as Meals get in from 1 yard out. He will score the Northwest Ohio recycling touchdown.
Yeah, pretty good job by that left-hand line, right? Look at them just pushing people. How about the block by Jake Van Ada, number 42, clearing it out. It has been just physicality upon physicality by McComb tonight.
And the kick is up, and our extra point brought to you by the State Bank. Contact the State Bank for all your banking financial service needs. Visit yourstatebank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So 45-13 now our score, which means Miles' favorite.
Oh, I love that graphic, isn't it? I love that graphic when you're ahead. If you're behind, you do not like that graphic, but you're wondering where his hands are? Well, they're actually on the clock, folks. Clock only stops for timeouts, end of quarter, scoring, and our favorite, any unusual delay, which we're not sure what that is, but it will stop.
I'm also pretty sure that's Braxton Aldhauser, like he's in a hurry and you can see the wind with him, so I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
that's
another
what our
touchdown.
model was, so on his way to score another touchdown.
We got to come up with a name with the clock guy right there. What are we going to call him?
I thought it was the running man.
Oh, running man, okay. All right. What about Clocky? I like Clocky.
Yeah. 45-13 here, 11 and a half to play in this regional semifinal.
Our producer Ken Reeker says call him Tiki-Taki. Get it? Because the clock is tick, tick, tick.
Yeah, I get it. All right. So everyone's thrown an idea in the ring. We'll see what we...
Hit up Brandy on Twitter if you got an idea. The clock guy running?
Hasn't been unlike any of us to take to social media to come up with an idea. So apparently we've had some sort of penalty that will be assessed.
Unsportsmanlike against LCC, so McComb would be kicking it 15 yards further up.
Once we get this one ready, the clock will begin. This one will be fielded at about the 5-6 yard line. More of a line drive effort. So getting a handful of kick returns this evening has been Lawson Flores, freshman back.
Yeah, we got it right that time. Flores has been hiding at number 2 all night long until we realized it. But Owen DeWeiss, number 52, knifing down. Be like that. One of your best offense and defensive linemen on your kickoff team, flying down, making that hit. He is one heck of a football player.
45-13, our scoreboard tonight, brought to you by Webb Insurance Agency, serving Lima and Allen County for more than 100 years with offices downtown Lima and Bluffton. See Carson Parker still in at quarterback, that first team offense for LCC. It's been tough for him tonight. Managed a couple of touchdowns. Tried to get into this one at 1.28-13. Here's that stretch play, and now Flores getting more involved in the offense, but not a whole lot of running room there.
Yeah, Flores was kind of half jogging before the handoff. You want to be in full sprint when you get it for the jet sweep. When you take your time on it, it allows the defense, as you see, to recognize it and adjust outside to take it away. A good shot of Woodruff's helmet, number 9 right there. You know you're a good football player when it's barely visible, the color underneath the decals. Look at all those decals on number 9's helmet.
First, I thought they were all chips. You saw some other players from McComb with that, and then you realize that it is the reward stickers. Loss of 2 on the first run, 2nd and 12 from the 20. Parker fakes the run. He's going to throw this one, coming to the sideline. This one in between 2 defenders. Burke on the sideline, and I believe the officials are going to say he made the grab.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a clear out, and then they're going to run the wheel behind it. The ball is thrown, but Burke comes back and gets involved. I don't think Quatman was going to make the catch. Burke's going to claim that he caught it, but no, it hit the ground. 50 cents for a hop.
It looked like an impressive catch until you see the replay. Then you realize he had it kind of trapped between his legs and then had it back in. 3rd down coming up here. 3rd and 12 from the 18. Parker looking to throw. He's going to roll out to the near side. Rolling. This one is going to be caught as he'll find Michael Quatman. Looks like he'll shy the first down.
Yeah, the freshman who's already made a couple big plays comes up with an outbreak right there. Carson Parker gets outside the pocket, throws it on time, gets it a workable 4th down.
Pick up a 10 is going to bring up 3rd down. It's like 3rd and a long 2, short 3 coming up here. LCC needs to get out across the 30 to about the 31. With it. Looking to throw. This one's going to be caught.
Now it's going to be another big tackle. On the outside by Donovan Hepperly, number 8, going to come up, make the tackle. Something that the secondary's done really well. Anytime it's been a short route, they've come up and made the tackle. No yards after catch for LCC here tonight.
And the play is enough for Lee's famous recipe chicken 1st down. Get that out to about the 34. Burke coming tight to the line to the right side. Get this one on the sweep to the outside. Good run here is Flores. You see why he's put on the special teams unit to get the ball in space. He'll get out to midfield, and another Lee's famous recipe chicken 1st down.
Oh, what a good block right there by Quatman to seal it for Flores. See a good block upfield, too, by Gianni McKee. And Flores is going to pay for it, though, right there. Goes out of bounds, exposes his chest. Going to get a shoulder pad for Hepperly, saying, nice run, but you're going to pay a little price.
And replays tonight brought to you by Structure Outdoor Ohio by Alts. Let Structure Outdoor Ohio bring your indoors out. 1st and 10 from midfield. Parker looking to throw. Pressure coming up the middle in Meals. Going to get rid of this one. Fires it incomplete. Had a receiver. Michael Quatman turned around late on the wrong foot. Saw the ball sail past him.
Hats off to the defensive coordinator at McComb, Chris Myers. He has been dissecting when to blitz, and he's done it correctly all night long, bringing a man free. I can't remember too many times that Carson Parker's been able to sit in the pocket and throw a football on time. He's been running out of the pocket virtually every time he throws the football.
We also haven't seen him be effective running the football as much as he normally is tonight either, partner.
Well, go back to that 3-on-5, right? They took the run game away early. Didn't allow the quarterback to get loose. And then the score, of course, is kind of lent to the fact that you can't run the football that much.
2nd down run is going to go for about a yard.
You know, what a career.
Matthew Quatman with it.
What a career Parker has had, though. coming into the night, 3,995 yards rushing from the quarterback position. Where's that number one? Kind of reminds you of Cam Newton, who ran the football number one.
3rd and 9 coming up here. Already past the halfway mark of this 4th and final quarter. Parker rolling, looking to throw. Fires short, pass on the sideline is going to be caught. Nice job making a man miss. There's Burke, and then big pile coming up. And we saw once again, it's like every time tries to make it tackle Elijah Gibbs, number 67. You see him kind of jump on top of the pile there. Sorry, that was Quatman with the reception.
Quat makes the first guy miss, but he's going to pay a price with a bunch of black jerseys rallying up. And another 4th down for LCC, and it was Meals, number 12, again applying pressure on Parker before that throw.
Pick up a 4 tonight is going to bring up 4th and 5. Parker looking to throw. Long one. Burke's got it. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds inside the 30.
Just a little switch route. Inside fade to the outside. Kind of catches the secondary by surprise late getting out there. On the outside is Hepperly. But it's been an effective secondary most of the night. You can't remember how many times that Burke has gotten himself free. They've covered him up pretty well tonight.
17 yards in that reception. It's enough for Lee's famous recipe chicken first down. Parker looking to throw here. He's got single coverage. That far side pass is going to be incomplete. Looking for the end zone. That one missed out there. Cowens with it. Hepperly's done a nice job in coverage in that secondary for McComb. 2nd down at the 28-yard line. Second down. This one fired. That one nearly jumped once again. Cowens will have this one, and it looks like it'll be another Lee's famous recipe chicken first down. 12 yards to the 16. This has become the longest drive of the night either team has had as far as plays. Parker throwing this one. This is another quick one. Matthew Quatman cutting upfield is able to get inside the 10 as LCC has gotten inside the red zone. Brought to you tonight by Lima Chevrolet Cadillac, the area's premier Chevrolet and Cadillac dealer in the greater Lima area. Serving Lima for over 100 years, we are proud to call this home. Second and short coming up here from the 7. Parker looking for the end zone. That one's going to be incomplete as Burke turned around, couldn't find it. And our quarter sponsor for the night is Citizens National Bank. See how we're building businesses one relationship at a time at cnbohio.com. So under 2 to go with that running clock here. 3rd and short from the 7-yard line for LCC, trying to tack on one more score before their season will come to an end. Parker looking in that shotgun look. He'll get the snap. Fires. This one is going to be incomplete. It's going to be knocked away again as we'll take a look at the coverage. As Oldhauser knocked that one away. I don't know if he would have been able to outrun everyone for his second interception return to the night. A 4th down coming up here for LCC. You will have to run one more play here inside the final minute. Don't need to score a touchdown. Need to get a couple of yards here. 4th and 2 from the 7. Parker now gets to the sideline. Looks, that one's going to be incomplete. That one is tipped as well. And McComb's going to take over deep in their own territory, and they'll just run the final few seconds off the board on this one. So that one tipped away at the last minute. I believe that was Meals, number 12, who knocked that one away. And McComb will have to run just one play. Looks like McComb will move on to 11 and 2, and they're going to play in the regional final coming up here next week. They'll announce the sites sometime Sunday. It does look like with just over 6 minutes to go. Patrick Henry with a 2-touchdown lead on Hopewell Loudon. So it looks like it'll be McComb and Patrick Henry in the regional finals. The knee is down. The final seconds tick off. And McComb at 11 and 2, the number 6 seed, will move their way into the regional final as they have gotten a big statement win tonight as the Panthers have knocked off LCC, who will finish the season at 8 and 4 by a count of 45 to 13. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll head down to the field as our Miles Holliday will have a conversation with our Stolly Insurance Hustle Award winner when we return here on WOSN. (45-13), our final count. McComb gets the win over Lima Central Catholic. So the Panthers again 11 and 2 will move on to the regional final to say yet to be determined. Again, last we saw with about 6 minutes left to go, Patrick Henry had a 2-touchdown lead on Hopewell Loudon. So if that lead holds, it'll be McComb PH, and you would start to wonder on sites maybe around the Bowling Green area for a regional final. So take a look at some of the total numbers on this one. First downs fairly even. LCC was 16, McComb was 17. Difference running the football. McComb 261 yards, 70 for LCC. No passing attempts tonight for the Panthers, while LCC went 18 to 35 for 179 yards. And the time of possession, LCC actually ended up with about 27 minutes to just over 21 for McComb. But again, our big story, the play of Braxton Aldhauser, who's going to be our Stolly Insurance Hustle Award winner. 169 yards, 2 scores on the ground, interception return for a score as well. And he's getting set up down on the field here as our Miles Holliday's trying to get into.
I got him right here. Here he is.
Right, to get in position, and now we'll head down to the field with our Miles Holliday.
Braxton, the Stolly Hustle Award winner, and there's your Dynamic Dude helmet. Let's move forward a little bit here. You get to keep that helmet. There you go. Want to make sure they can hear you, buddy. Obviously, this has got to taste very sweet after that bitter taste last year when they knocked you guys out of the playoffs. Some of the emotions you have right now.
Man, we're all excited. I mean, I'm excited myself. The whole team excited. We're all happy to be here right now.
Yeah, I imagine it. How excited were you, though, when they ran the quick screen outside? You jumped at like you had seen it on film a couple of times. What was going through your mind?
We watched a lot of film on that. Forward, and I broke onto it and just took it.
Yeah, great job on that play. There's a big turning point. Talk a little bit about your offensive line. They are blowing guys up the field about 15 yards. Made your job easy, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. I love those boys. We always had a saying is like, our line has to execute, and they really executed tonight. Yeah,
is there one guy anywhere that can tackle you one-on-one?
Probably not.
Love the honesty. Congratulations. Fantastic night.
Yeah, big night for him, and again, 169 yards, 2 touchdowns, added the big interception return as well. So McComb on to the regional final at 11-2. LCC will end the season at 8-4 as it'll come to an end here in this regional semifinal. We want to thank everyone who made our night possible here at Allen East. Starts with Alan King, athletic director here at Allen East, a guy I've known for quite some time back in his basketball coaching days at Defiance College. Of course, can't thank Curtis and John for the work they did on the cameras. As, once the sun went down at kickoff, got a little cold out there. And, of course, Ken Reeker for all the great work he does, making sure everything looks the way it does. So McComb gets the big win, 45-13. They knock off Lima Central Catholic. It's for my partner, Miles Holliday, and our entire WOSN crew. I'm Randy Roberts. Thanks for watching, everyone.